And then I went to Northeastern Law School from 2006 to 2009. And I took the bar exam, which I passed in 2009. But after graduation, I decided to take a year to do an AmeriCorps Vista year of service. And so I started working at Zoomix, which is a youth development and community arts organization in East Boston. And the bulk of the programming we do is after school and summer music and creative technology programming for youth. But we also do in-school partnerships, and we do community arts programming in East Boston. And I started at Zoomix as a Vista and a grant writer. I was the first full-time development staff person at the organization, and I worked under a consultant who had been doing a lot of development work for Zoomix. And within the first year, as I started doing the grant writing, it became evident pretty quickly that it wasn't entirely a full-time position. And so I started getting to do a lot of work with events and individual giving as well. And that would be, planning things like the Walk for Music, working on the annual appeal letters and things like that. And, I will say that I think that the Vista year was a great experience, and so I'll just give a separate plug for that. I'm happy to answer any questions after the panel if people have questions about Vista. It's kind of a trade-off, but I think it's pretty worth it. You do get a fairly low stipend for the work that you do, but you get to do work that is beyond an entry-level position. And for a nonprofit organization that hopefully is doing work that you really care about. So I will say Vista was a good experience. And it was also a good way to segue that work into a real job, because at the end of the year I did get hired by Zoomix, and I started then working as a development manager. Kind of just taking on a little more responsibility. I started working with our fundraising committee and our finance committees at that time, and so I've gotten to know the board members very well. And about a year and a half into my time at Zoomix, we hired a grant writer to take over the work that I had been doing so that I could focus a lot more of my energies onto individual giving and fundraising events. And so we do the Walk for Music, which is kind of what it sounds like. It's a sponsorship walk. We do a 5K. We do ticketed events. We do a jazz week. So it's been a very good variety in that area. I've also managed a few giving campaigns. I've been able to work with larger donors, people who are giving at the $1,000 level or above.
My name is Trisha Keck. I graduated from Northeastern in 2005. I studied journalism and had a concentration in public relations and did a minor in business. Through a variety of co-ops, I kind of found a niche that I really enjoyed, which was nonprofit event planning. And now work at Big Brothers Big Sisters. I'm the director of their fundraising events and have worked there for 4 years. My responsibilities there are I manage a team of 4 others that are in charge of planning the event.